Hi there folks, and welcome to this easiest way to learn C programming. In this video, I will show you how to learn C coding in an easiest way that you can imagine. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. So let me go ahead and open up this editor, and as you may have noticed, I have created this file ahead of time and I name it ex93_exitcommand.c. So we're going to practice making codes, and this is the best way to learn coding. More hands-on exercises, and at the end of this video I highly encourage you to answer the question because it's the best way to teach yourself in C programming. So today we're going to learn about the exit command in C. So the exit command immediately stops the execution of a program and sends an exit code back to the calling process. For example, if a program is called by another program, then the calling program may need to know the exit status. Using exit to avoid program crash is a good practice because it closes any open file connections and processes. You can return any value through an exit statement, but 0 for success and -1 for failure are typical. The predefined std library, which we used most of the time, the predefined standard library macros exit_success and exit_failure are also commonly used. So to better understand this, let's go ahead and apply this in this example. I'm going to provide it to you. I'm going to show it to you the example. So first we need to have the standard library at the top. We also need we'll be needing the standard input/output as well as the standard library. So we're going to include the library in here. And then on the main function, we'll be needing two variables, x and y. We're going to have the condition. If y is not equal to 0, then we're going to print x divided by y is equal to, and we also have the else statement. So as you may have noticed, we have used the exit failure on the else part. So when we're going to run this, we're going to get this error message, or this else part, divisor is 0, program exiting. So let's go ahead and test it. So to do that, all you need to do is compile and run. Select the file and compile and run, and you should be getting the same result as mine. Divisor is 0, program is exiting. So let me close that one. So again, using exit to avoid a program crash is a good practice because it closes any open file connections and processes. And you can return any value through an exit statement, and 0 for success and -1 for failure are typical in C programming. The predefined standard library, which we used most of the time, macros the exit success, which we have used on this argument, on this function. Exit success and exit failure are also commonly used. So just a quick note, you might be asking yourself, why is -1 used for failure? Your use for failure exit. The answer to that, it really depends on of your operating system. Actually, if you use exit failure on Windows, it will be 1. It really does depend on the system. This constant is used throughout the operating system. Therefore, each system implements success and failure code differently. So if you're using other compilers like for example CodeBlox IDE on Windows, then you can preview what are the values of the constants. Since I'm using an Atom editor, and you should be getting the same result. In addition to that, you might be asking what's the difference between exit function and return. So return exits from the function, while exit exits from the program. So that's it for this video, and before we wrap up, let's go ahead and test your knowledge. So I have here a little test for you on this tab. So I want you to fill in the blanks to immediately stop the execution with error code 4 of the program if the value of num is 0. So again, fill in the blanks to immediately stop the execution with error code 4 of the program if the value of num is 0. So you need to answer the missing piece here. You need to fill in the blanks, and if you already know the answer, please put it in the comment section below. Thank you.